checking out this Bach Industries Revolver X4 TS tonneau cover with T-slot rails if you want quality, security, and capability for the back of your 2021 or newer F-150. Now this bed cover brings a lot to the table for the F-150 owner who wants more out of their tonneau cover with easy access to the bed, secure protection for weather and anybody peering in or trying to, and is one of the more low-profile systems in both the way that it rolls back and how it sits on the bulkhead. Now this is great if you're hauling a variety of cargo that requires flexibility and as much bed space or bed access as possible, in addition to unobstructed visibility when fully open and secured on the back. Now it also opens up the capability for adding a bed rack or other accessories to customize your build further if you want the best of both worlds without having to worry about modification. Now, starting with the protective aspect of this cover, this carries a solid amount of security with the hardcover nature being completely puncture-proof, and the auto latching mechanism on the back is lockable with the tailgate, so no one that you don't want to get in will get in. Now, while it's tough to break into as an outsider, for you as the owner, it's very easy to operate with a pull cable on either side of that back slat that releases it, and it simply rolls into itself, so you won't have to lift any larger panels or deal with any Velcro or buttons or other hardware that you may with other options. Now, once it's on the back, it keeps a very low profile build, only protrudes a couple inches from the bulkhead, allowing basically 95% of bed access and full visibility out of the rear window simultaneously. Now, by far the most unique part about this cover is the T-slot style rails, which support a variety of different racks, carriers, or other accessories, allowing customization without question with a universal style mounting point, so you won't have to compromise between coverage and storage. You can have the best of both worlds with this system. Now this is a hardcover by nature with a durable aluminum slat construction, as you can see with it rolled up here, being tough enough to stop a wannabe thief, but it doesn't require too much effort to roll back the metal build. Now on top of the cover, it does give a soft appearance to it with a marine grade of vinyl overlay, which is weatherproof and offers a seamless look to the bed. Now the rails and other hardware are also made of an aluminum construction and are covered in a black powder coat to resist corrosion, and the entire perimeter has tough weather seals and corner caps to create a weatherproof build. This system is also completely clamp on, and the hardware securing the cover in the back has a knob style handle, so if you were ever to have to take this off for any reason, it's very simple to do so and very easy to pop back on and reinstall. Now this cover is about $1,700 to $1,800 depending on bed size, and is definitely a more premium choice for bed coverage. Now the roll-up style compared to other trifolds or retractable covers may require an additional couple seconds of work to get it rolled up and secured on the back, but it's the most compact when open compared to other styles if you really want a low-profile system. It also has the security that you would need, the sleek, soft cover look, and the additional capability that some of the more economical choices don't necessarily have in all cases. So if you're looking for a very well-rounded option for a cover, this is a great choice. This is completely clamp on, so it gets a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, and it only takes about an hour or so to get this fully installed. Now, at this point, I'm going to hand it over to one of our installers, and they're going to show you a detailed breakdown on how to get this installed and how this operates. So that is going to wrap it up for my review. Let's go ahead and get to the install.
Tools required for this install include a ratchet, a 14mm socket, and the included Allen wrench. What's up guys? Today we're installing a tonneau cover on our F-150, so let's get started. Now the first thing we need to do is install our weather seal across the bulkhead. Now we already have one on our bulkhead from a previous install, so we're not going to be installing ours, but it's just a piece of double-sided tape. Rip off the backing, start at this plastic bed cap, work your way all the way over to the other side, and then you might need a pair of scissors just to trim some excess to get it flush up against the plastic. Next, we're going to start assembling our side rails. Now we're going to be installing these plugs at the end of the rail. We're going to be doing this at the forward side, which is the side with this bracket with the 2 slots. So we're just going to slide this into the end, and then we have the Allen wrench included in the kit that we're going to tighten it down with. So now we can slide this into the end of our rail. You want this Allen head facing up. Just slide that all the way in so it's flush, and take the included Allen wrench and snug that up. do the same thing on your other side rail. So now we're gonna mount up our side rail. So we're just gonna lay that onto our bedside. You want this silver bracket all the way up against the bulkhead. And then you're gonna take your clamp. It's got ribs in it for the ribs section down here. The manufacturer tells you to put the first clamp about 6 to 9 inches behind the bulkhead. So I'm gonna go pretty much centered with this tie down here. So now just slide your clamp on between the rail and the bedside. And then grab a 14mm socket and start tightening that down. And now directly behind that, we're gonna put the clamp that has the strap on it. Same thing, line it up and take a 14mm socket, tighten it down. Now we just need to evenly space out our center and rear clamps. I'm gonna put my center one right in the middle here. Same thing, grab a 14mm socket to tighten it down. And then for the rear, I'm pretty much gonna go right above this light here. And then repeat that same process for the other side. So now I lifted the tonneau cover up onto our rails. The first thing we need to do is latch it at the rear position. We're gonna butt it all the way up against this little L-shaped bracket at the end, and then we can go towards the front and bolt it down. So I'm just gonna roll it down. This white tab is gonna sit underneath of this black part. So click that into place on both sides. And then grab the tonneau cover and pull it until it butts up against those two end brackets. And then we'll just close our tailgate, make sure it's lined up properly. And that looks good. It pushed back a little bit when we close the tailgate. We'll just pull that until it butts up, and then we'll go work on the front. So now we're up on the front. We have these two channels here that we're gonna be sliding a bolt into each of them. You're gonna do the same thing on the other side. You're gonna line them up with the two slots in this bracket. Just go ahead and slide them in. Make sure you get the two installed on the other side before you lay this down. I already put my two over there. So now we're just gonna fold this back, line up our bolts, get them to slide into that hole. And then we'll go underneath and install our twist nuts. So now we're gonna hop underneath. We've got our two bolts in our slots. If they're not lined up, just lift up on it and get those slid in. Next, we're gonna be taking a rubber washer and putting that on first, and then a metal washer, and then our twist knob. And then do that same thing on the other stud. Get those nice and tight and do the same thing on the other side. And now lastly, we need to install those end caps at the opposite side of the rail that we did before. So same thing, just slide it in there, and then take the included Allen wrench to tighten it down. Do the same thing on the other side. So that'll wrap up this review and install of the BAK Industries Revolver X4 TS tonneau cover with T-slot rails for your 2021 and newer F-150. Thank you for watching, and for all things F-150, keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.